Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, look at your mouth. Say good morning. You spit up. I thought you were just slobbing. Well, today, y'all, I want to give y'all a little story time on my pregnancy and my experience during my pregnancy. And now just being a first-time mommy. If you're wondering why he got socks on his hands, it's because he scratches. So I was just going for a exam, you know, and I was just doing like, you know, my little routine, and I was like, well, I haven't had my cycle for a little minute, but I wasn't thinking I was pregnant for some odd reason. In my mind, don't ask me why, but in my mind, I thought I could not conceive, like I could not get pregnant. Why I thought that? It never happened. I mean, I've never even had a pregnancy scare, you know. So it was just like, I must can't, you know, get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Don't ask me why. But basically, you know. So I went and I got my exam. And she was like, are we doing a pregnancy test too? And I was like, yeah, you can. I mean, but I know I ain't pregnant. Well, they did my exam. They did the pregnancy test. And I was sitting there a little while. What's the problem? Go bug, go bug, go bug, go bug, go bug, go bug. Anyways, so the doctor came back in and she was like, did she tell you? And I'm like, tell me what? She was like, you're pregnant. I'm like, you lying. She was like, no. She's like, I guess she didn't tell you. I said, nah, she didn't tell me. Anyway, my thing is, in my mind, I'm like, is that the way to tell a person that they're pregnant? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know? Anyways, so I was like, you playing with me. She was like, I would not play about nothing like that. I'm like, you gotta be though. Like I said, how is that true? You know, and then I started to think, and I was like, I ain't really been the type that ever been just lost for words, like just stop dead in my tracks, like talking. Like, but in that moment, I was like, I ain't have no words. Like, I was like, it's for real. So she's like, looking at me like concerned, like, are you okay? And I just looked at her and I just shook my head. I said, nope. And I started to cry. Looking at me. Quit looking at me. Why are you looking at me? Oh. What? looking at me. Yeah, it's just funny because he looking at me like tell a story. Anyways, so when she told me, I was like, I was not happy. I'm not gonna lie, cause 100 things started flying through my head. Let me tell you, one of the things was, one reason why I wasn't happy is because me and his father are not together. We haven't been together at that time in over a year. We also was having some friction, and I'm finding out he has situations and girlfriends and all type of other stuff, and it's just not the ideal person, in my, like, at the time. Ideally, I just did not want to be pregnant by him, and I didn't want to be pregnant not married. I always dreamed of being pregnant married, in a relationship, married, with a ring and all. But yeah, like, and that wasn't the situation. So no, I was not happy. And remind you, he already had, at that time, from what I knew, he already had 2 kids. So this cannot be living. Like, like, I'm just like, no. And then I also, kind of like cut him off. I didn't want to talk to him no more. Like, I was done with him. But anywho, so I took that, with a little grain of salt. I was like, okay, you knew what you was doing when you was in, the bed. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. It's not like, I can't take care of my kid. Oh, my baby, he's sleepy, y'all. Yeah. Come on, be back. So I did not know. I didn't feel comfortable just sharing the information because, like I said, I was like contemplating a whole bunch of stuff. First person I told was his dad, and I was just gonna see based off his reaction, how, how to interpret my future. So when I found out, this is all in the same day, same hour, couple minutes. When I found out, probably like I went to my testing thing or whatever, like a lab testing. I was doing the STD testing too. You have to be sure, be safe, always check yourself, all of that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm being very transparent. I'm not finna sit here and fake it. I'm being safe. I'm being honest. So don't, like, no judgment here. I was only, dealing with one person, but you don't know who that person is dealing with. Be safe, because we're, like I said, we're single. I'm being realistic about the situation. So yes, I did do STD testing and everything. So while I'm there, I called him and I was like, well, they said I'm pregnant. And remind y'all, I probably hadn't talked to him in about 3 weeks, maybe. Yeah, probably about 3 weeks. Yeah. And I told him, they said I was like, I think they said I was 4 weeks. He know, because he know the dates, like he knew, like that's probably why he asked. Hold on, because I gotta get comfortable. I can't sit right. It's probably why I need to be at this. Anyways, he was like, well, I'm gonna call you back. I'm at a video shoot or whatever he said. And I was like, okay. Now, somebody just told you they was pregnant with your child. That's what you gonna say. That's okay though. You can't expect people to think like you and do what you do, okay? Anyways, that was all he said. And so I was like, well, that was your reaction. So I was like, oh, well, that's just great. Now that don't make me feel no better about, being pregnant, which it shouldn't matter, but it does, because it just lets you know. It gave me an idea of where we was at and how it probably would go for me. I'm just being realistic. You know what I'm saying? I'm being realistic about my whole situation. I'm being transparent with you guys. Hey, don't judge me. Anyways, so um I was like, well, I think I'm gonna take the rest of the day out. But it's just like where me and him should have been at or should be at, it wasn't there for me. So it's just kind of like I'm bringing a whole child. It was like a real, like I said, it was a million things swarming through my head. Like, I'm bringing a whole child into this world with this man who ain't, who ain't right, who out here in these streets just doing what he doing, you know, all this stuff. And then I'm guilty myself because it's like I can handle any like battle or storm that's coming at me. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew it was gonna be a little hard, but I wasn't prepared for it. It to be something like this. Like, 'cause this is life changing. Like, you're not only living for yourself, but you'll be living for another person, and you're going to be bringing up a whole human being. That's serious to me. So, I initially, when I found out, I took it very serious, and I kept it, quiet for a while. I have two sisters. I have my older sister, and then the one older. She's a couple years older than me. I told her because I know that she is a very passive person and a person that just is not like judgmental. Not to say that my other sister is judgmental, but just to say my other sister is more anal, a little more anal, a little more like I don't know how to. She just different. My this sister that I told is a little more open minded, and I knew I could tell her without it coming from like I'm not gonna say judgmental place, but just like I don't know. If I feel more comfortable, let me just say that, okay? So I told her, and she was like, "So, how do you feel?" And I told her how I felt, and she was like, "Well, are you gonna tell mom?" And I was like, "Not right now because I don't feel like, the misplacement, and I mean, I don't feel like I don't know if it was because like I know my mom wants me to be married before I would got pregnant, but she knows the ups and downs me and his dad has dealt with before him. So it just probably I don't know. I kind of in a way felt like it would be a disappointment, But I also know my mom is not like she ain't. My mama, she ain't judgmental, but she always wants the best for her kids. So, I wouldn't say like it's she would be mad because she loves his father. Like she loves him, like she treated him like he was her son. She still loves him to this day. She wants nothing but the best for him. But she just, she knew where we was at, and she knew that he wasn't not good for me, and she knew off top, like if I would tell her I was pregnant, she knew it was his. So I just but like I said, she would have rather me being married and married to somebody that was gonna treat me right versus me being pregnant and I'm not married, and it's by but anywho, so I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell my other sister. I didn't even tell my friend. You know, I didn't tell. I just told my other sister, and I told him. He ended up texting me, and he was like, "Are you for real, or you was just playing?" And in my mind, I'm like, "Is he slow, or is he just crazy? Because why would I call you to tell you something like that? And I ain't talked to you in a month. Not only that, where in our history have I ever played like that about something? When I come to you, like when I come to people telling people stuff, no, I don't cap. I don't lie. I'm not a capper. Like I'm telling you straight facts. I don't have time to be playing about stuff. When it's something serious like that, I'm not finna play about nothing like that. I don't need to get pregnant by him for no specific reason. And I don't need to be sitting up here like lying about something like that. Like that ain't nothing to play with. Cause honestly, I mean, I didn't want to be pregnant. Let's be all the way clear. Anyways, um, so yeah, so then I just told him like I was serious. He said, okay, well, I'm gonna hit you back. Give me some time to think about some stuff or whatever he said. But in my mind, it's like ain't no time for all that. But whatever, do what you gotta do. Cause I feel you. I have to let it register too, you know. So whatever. Well, so a couple days go by. I'm still just like, you know, still at all. This and it's hard to keep this a secret. Now, at this time I'm starting to get sick, like cold like symptoms. So I'm like not feeling good at all. And I'm back at work. And like it was something going around the office. Remind y'all, this is the year that COVID hit. So we at the very beginning of when it's about to hit. Like this is before it just like went dumb, like viral. But that's why I kind of think I had COVID at the beginning of that year, like, cause I was dog sick, like I was sick. But anyways, I had the flu, and I ended up getting sick, and I was at work, and so I had told my coworker I was pregnant. I did tell her, but I was telling her I don't feel good, you know, and she had just came back to work because she had been sick, and then like my manager too, like it was like something going around in the office. I'm telling you. Well, I told my manager, I said I don't feel good, and he was like, well, if you're not feeling good, you can go home. And I said, I'll go home. I might go to the hospital though. I said, because I feel bad. Yeah, I was so sick. I almost couldn't make it to the car. Like, I had a fever. I was like dehydrated. Like I was throwing up. I was weak and my body was aching so bad. Like so bad. I didn't want to eat nothing. Like I just felt it felt like death. Like it felt bad. Like it was like I had to go to the hospital, you know. And then I'm pregnant on top of that and don't nobody know. So it was like, ugh, you know. So I'm driving, but I'm like, I feel like I needed to call somebody so they can drive me to the hospital. But I was like, I'm going to go ahead and make it. I'm pushing through, y'all. I'm so sick. Like, I'm so sick. Like, I'm so, like, ugh. And they was like, yeah, you have the flu and you have a fever of 103, all of that stuff. I was like, really? And they was like, good thing you came in. And they was like, it's just a rare strand. That's what made me think I had COVID, because it was a rare strand. What kind of strand is this? But anyways, I had to go pick up my mom, and I gave her the prescription because we needed to go get a prescription. And I was on the phone with my friend, and I was like, I hadn't talked to my friend because me and my friend, I don't know what was going on with us. We We was talking, but we weren't talking that much. Anyways, I ended up just telling her, and she was like, "Oh my God, congratulations!" She was like, "Wait, how do you feeling? Like, how do you feel about it?" Cause she was like getting happy, but in her mind, she was like, "Wait, I'm getting happy, but I don't know if she, is happy about it." But I told her, I don't know how to feel. She said, "Why you haven't been told me?" I said, "Girl, listen." Cause I'm like, if you only knew what I've been facing and going through these past couple days, why I didn't tell you is beyond me. I don't know. I can't tell you. But anywho, she was like, "Have you told your mom?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Well, you should tell her." So boom. I think I got home and I ended up telling my other sister, because I was like, if I'm gonna tell my friend, I gotta tell my other sister, because my other sister know, but this sister don't know, and then my friend know, and so then my coworker knows. So it's like, I need to tell her. So I told my sister, and she was like, "I knew it. Oh my God." She was like, "Okay, well, okay, yes." She was like happy, but y'all, I'm happy, but I'm not happy. Zeke hit me in my lip, so if you wondering what this is, my baby hit me in my lip. So I'm like, oh my God, she's happy too. Everybody's happy, but it seemed like me. And I was like, oh, that's bad. But anyways, she was like, I knew it. She was like, because you kept on eating them crab legs. She was like, Lisa, you was eating crab legs every week. Yes, y'all, I was craving crab legs. I didn't know what was going on with me. I was craving crab legs. And then, anyways, but I never would have suspected that's what it was. So she was like, okay, well, you gotta tell Mom. I was like, I'm gonna tell her eventually. I'm not ready to tell her right now. So then I tell her, you got the hiccups. I know. When they get on your nerves, huh? They get on your nerves. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Thanks for watching, you guys. That was the end of part 1. If you want to see part 2, please like and subscribe. I appreciate the support. Love you. Peace out.